Guys, first of all, give Louisville a lot of credit. That's probably the best team that we played so far. And it's obvious when you look at those guys, they're 10-1 in this league and 19-3 overall. I think they're playing really good basketball. I thought we did a tremendous job on War, and I thought we did a good job on Enoch. And certainly Ryan McMahon had a tremendous night. I mean, he shot the heck out of the basketball, and we knew coming in the game that he could make shots, but some of the shots that he made in the first half were pretty doggone good. That being said, I like my team's fight. I thought we came out in the second half and we fought extremely well. With 11 minutes in the game, we were down 56-52. And we went for a long drought without scoring. We're having a hard time, and I think the reason we're having a hard time scoring is because I haven't had a lot of practice time with all our guys out there together. And so obviously one of the frustrating things for me as a guy who's in majority of my career, we scored points almost in the 70s and 80s. And right now we've had several games that we've been in the 60s. Some of them were due to the fact that some of the teams that we were playing against, when we played against Virginia on the road, you get those type of things. But there were some bright spots. We finally got CJ going a little bit. But that being said, I thought we had too many mental errors. I thought we turned the ball over in bad situations and we didn't make shots. And I got to figure out how to get everybody playing well. I like our grit. I like how we fought. I think it's a lot of good things we can take away from this, but obviously if we don't score, then it's going to be tough on us, and I want to be able to score the basketball a little bit more than we've been doing in the last few games. So, questions?
Kevin, obviously Braxton's laboring with, I guess, a back issue. He doesn't sit on the bench there with you guys. What can you try to do? Do you have to keep him out a few games? I know you probably don't want to do that, but obviously when he can't hold his own on the defensive end, it becomes an issue for you.
Yeah, Joe, he's probably, and I told the team this, he's probably the toughest guy in that locker room. And what he's got going on with his pain, most guys would sit out for 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, they really would. He just won't do that. He wants to give to his team. Unfortunately, he's banged up. He doesn't have a serious injury. He just banged up. And it's kind of really one of those situations where I talk to him every game, and we try to limit him in practice so he can play on game day. I ask him, how do you feel? Do you feel like that you can play tonight? And if you can't, then it's okay. And he's never said no. I just got to keep monitoring him and make sure that we're taking care of him. But he's banged up. But that being said, he's the same type of guy that will go out there every game and try to take a charge. He's the same guy that will get on the floor for basketball. But it's our whole team, Joe. It's been a little bit of a challenge because for the first time in my career, I've had 3 guys with 3 concussions. We're banged up. We gotta figure out in the next few days just how to get everybody a little bit more healthier and more on the same page so we can score some points offensively.
Kevin, you got them in foul trouble early, and you turned them over a bunch early, but I believe it was at the 12-minute mark you were only up by 2. Do you kind of feel like that you missed an opportunity to really put them in a hole and get off to a good start?
Yeah, we're struggling to score the ball. I mean, I'm sitting over there just like you, and I'm saying, man, we've done a great job. They're in foul trouble, and they're not scoring. We just got to figure a way to put the ball in the hole a little bit. And like I said, basketball, it's not that complicated. I've got to figure out how to get my best players playing better offensively, and they're not right now. And it could be a combination of a lot of things, maybe overthinking. Some of those guys are banged up, and it could be just the chemistry of playing together.
You guys offensively, y'all closed it, I guess it was 15, you closed it to 4.
Yep.
You had Helms pressing. Is that kind of the offense and the team overall that you envisioned having this year? And how do you kind of get 40 minutes of that?
Yeah, we, as you know, obviously the last couple of years we've been able, we're probably, and I don't have the exact stats, but we probably have led the ACC in forcing turnovers in the last couple of years, if not first or second. But we've been able to do that by being able to pick up full court. And also teams, we've been one of the best 3-point field goal defensive teams in the country because of the fact that we press you and you don't shoot as well because we can get after you defensively and we kind of take your legs away. We showed some glimpse of it. I thought we did a good job in those areas. When you look at Louisville, they had 12 assists and 18 turnovers. Our problem today and it's been for the last couple of days, is we just haven't been able to score the ball. And so I thought we did some good things. I thought if we were scoring the ball, the halftime score, even though Ryan played tremendous in the first half, I thought it would have been around 41-38. But we missed some opportunities. We missed some chippies around the basket. Second half, we shot the ball a little bit better from three than we did in the first half. But, that's one of the things I got to figure out how to get these guys healthy. And it may be as simple as, we're off tomorrow. There's a chance I may have to take 2 days off just to figure out, just to get them some rest. Because right now, the most important thing for us in the program is rest over just, putting them on the floor a little bit.
You mentioned overthinking as part of the shooting woes. I think there was a set shot for Andre where he thought, you could see he was thinking about it, and then he missed that three. In your experience, is there anything you can do to stop overthinking? Like, you can't tell them, hey, stop overthinking. Like, how do you work through that with your players?
Well, just giving them confidence, and what I tell these guys is shoot the ball. I tell them shoot the basketball. His biggest thing is, guys like Pat, who is our fifth-year guys, they want to play so well at this level, and when you don't have to lift because your ankle, it's tough on you. And so, he came into the league, he was making shots early on, and then he started missing shots, and so you overthink, and then sometimes you start questioning, should or could you play at this level? And obviously he can because his shot-making ability. So it comes down to confidence and feeling good about it. He's a guy that has not practiced. We had him limited reps yesterday just to make sure he could play in the game. I typically have a policy, if a guy can't practice, then I won't play him in the game, but he was able to get out there and practice a little bit. But he's a guy that's playing with a bum ankle right now. But to go back to your original question, he's got to know that I believe in him in every shot that he takes.
Coach, when McMahon's heating up, what kind of things are you discussing, are you doing to try and combat that?
Well, we had to beat. I thought Devin Daniels, if you want to know what we discussed, Devin Daniels did a tremendous job in the second half. Every time they skipped the ball to him, he closed out with a high hand and took him away and made him deck the basketball. It wasn't so much that he got wide open shots. I thought the guy who was guarding the ball, where they skipped the ball, we did a good job. They went 4-on-1 in, and we did a great job of taking Enoch away. They skipped it, and a help side defense got caught inside. It wasn't as much as the guy who closed out on him for the shots, but the guy who was guarding the basketball didn't have active hands, and he didn't pressure the basketball. And I thought because of that, they were able to make direct passes across the court, and he got some rhythm threes. And once a guy gets going like that, and he's a shooter, you're capable of making those type of shots.
Thanks, Coach.